Sir, my mom didn't wake up, the little girl whispered, her tiny hand trembling as she clutched my sleeve. My heart stopped mid-beat. I had never been one to panic, but her fear, pure and unfiltered, hit me like a thunderclap. I bent down to her level, keeping my voice calm, though my mind raced. "Show me where she is," I said gently. She nodded, eyes wide and glistening, and took my hand, leading me through quiet streets toward her small, modest apartment. The moment we stepped inside, the smell of antiseptic and faint cooking reminded me of normal life. Ordinary, yet fragile. Her mother lay on the couch, pale, motionless, a soft scarf wrapped around her. Panic fluttered in my chest, but I forced myself to breathe and assess. The little girl held her mother's hand, her grip firm, as if she were holding the world together. "She was fine this morning," the girl murmured, and then she didn't wake up. The vulnerability in her voice twisted something deep inside me. I knelt beside her mother, gently checking for signs of life. My hands shook, not from fear, but from the weight of responsibility, of the tiny heart looking to me for help. I realized she needed more than just medical attention. She needed hope. I quickly called for help, giving precise instructions to the dispatcher. But even as I did, I felt the tension in the little girl's shoulders. She had expected me to be a savior, and I couldn't fail her. "Stay with her," I whispered. "We're going to help her." Minutes dragged like hours, each tick of the clock magnifying every heartbeat in the room. The little girl never let go of her mother's hand, her small face pressed against her arm. There was something profoundly human in her quiet courage. When the paramedics arrived, I stepped back, letting them take over. But I stayed close, watching every movement, every careful touch. The little girl's eyes met mine, filled with trust and fear. I could only nod, silently promising that she wasn't alone. Hours later, after what felt like an eternity, the paramedics came out. Her mother was stable, breathing steadily, and a faint blush returned to her cheeks. Relief washed over the little girl, who had been sitting in silence, her body frozen with worry. I knelt beside her, smiling gently. "See? She's going to be okay." She threw her arms around me, a hug heavier than her small frame suggested. Her gratitude was raw, unspeakable, a pure emotion that resonated deeper than words. In the following days, I kept checking in, bringing small meals, helping with errands, and listening to the little girl talk about school, friends, and dreams. Every conversation reminded me that kindness isn't just grand gestures. It's showing up when it matters most. Her mother eventually recovered fully, the ordeal leaving them both with new perspective. The little girl, who had seemed so fragile, had revealed a strength and resilience that I'll never forget. She reminded me that hope often comes from the smallest hands. One afternoon, as we shared tea on the balcony, she asked, "Why did you help us, sir?" I paused, thinking how simple yet complex the answer was. "Because sometimes doing the right thing is the only thing you can do," I said quietly. The bond that formed was subtle but profound. A reminder that compassion creates connection stronger than circumstance, richer than wealth, deeper than expectation. In helping them, I had discovered something I had forgotten about humanity, its unyielding kindness. Weeks later, as I walked past their apartment, I saw her mother tending flowers, the little girl chasing butterflies in the yard. The sight struck me with quiet joy. Life continues, even after fear, when people care enough to act. That day, I realized that moments like this, unexpected, intense, human, are what define us. One act of presence, one careful choice to show kindness, can ripple through lives in ways we'll never fully know. "She's alive. You helped her live," the little girl whispered as I waved goodbye, her smile radiant. And in that moment, I knew that sometimes the smallest voice in a room can lead us to the greatest purpose.